Before I show you guys my entire live stream recording in front of 100 people, bagging 120 points, my full thought process, risk management, trade management, all that great stuff, let me show you something. All right, guys, I know what the trading industry is like nowadays, so I've just been posting up all my broker statements on every video that I make before I even show you guys anything at all with my trades, anything else. $351. This is what it looks like on a light risk type of Monday where I'm not trying to immediately, do something crazy right off the bat, just kind of sinking my feet in the water. But yeah, quite literally every dollar I make is straight cash in my pocket. Might not seem like much today on a light day, but in reality, I used to work like 3, 4, 8-hour shifts just to make $351. So I'm grateful nonetheless. All right, and this is my broker connected dashboard here. And as you can see, $5,300 in the past couple weeks or so on my live account. Here is the February calendar starting off very nicely. Trading the same exact system every single time, just a little bit different market conditions and ways I attack it with risk management and stuff like that, but same model nonetheless, and here's the results. Yeah, I can tell you guys right now, I definitely would prefer higher pricing over lower pricing, that's for sure. But overall, Mondays, I typically like to use them as like feel out days. Now, in terms of me favoring higher pricing, well, obviously we're on the heels of Friday's long that we took, right, up into these obvious stacked highs. And it's kind of the same premise, right? I'm identifying obvious stacked highs, and then look what we have here. Huge trend line buildup from last night's overnight run to the downside. 1, 2, 3, 4 opposing stacked highs. Okay, it looks like we manipulated below the 930 opening price, tagged out the actual London session low already, immediate bounce off of that. Let's check out ES. Okay, ES actually failed to take out that London low. You see that? So showing even more established strength here with ES putting in that SMT. Okay, again, all that is the added confluence. So yeah, pretty much, don't overcomplicate it, guys. Everything looks pretty bullish here. All right, so yeah, in this scenario, multiple gaps, right? Assume that you would want to take a B tier setup. Your entry would be on the top gap. Stop placement is absolutely 100% required to have been below this candle low. So that'd be 58 handles, and the main target would be about 160 points, so that's not terrible. Again, first target would be above here. Second would be above Asia high. I'll take this, but I'm going to take it with 1 micro, guys, okay? I'm not coming into a Monday to rush to get a bunch of gains. So yeah, are you in? Yes, check mark, but low risk. And also just conviction in that draw and liquidity above. And then I'll be one and done on the day. And again, anticipating monster moves this week. So yeah, again, entries right on the top gap here. Stop loss right here at 25,120. Below this candle here that created the first gap. And stops will go to break even. Stops will go to break even, guys, at 25,265, okay? 25,265. That'll be my break even point, simply because it's the highest high of this trend line buildup. Okay? So I'll go break even at this high. Look to take full profits above here. All right? So risk will be completely off the table, again, at this price point. And then, like I said, Asia high would be the main lookout, okay? So again, guys, I'm literally doing the lowest risk I can do, okay? And even when it hits, I'm not going to be like, oh, I wish I used more, because like I really didn't. I identified it as B tier real time and the overall risk of the market, so there it is. But yeah, you can't micromanage. Obviously, it'd be nice to see it just blast off. But, you got to be ready to take on retracements. You got to be ready for anything, okay? You can't micromanage, though. Maybe your normal risk is 1 micro right now. You're just starting out. You don't have a lot of equity. That's completely fine, man. If you're if you're in a trade and you're always you're feeling impulsive immediately and you're feeling jittery and you want to move stuff immediately and, move your stop up, you're probably just risking too much. If you just simply lower your risk and not rush to getting these huge gains immediately, you're going to be a lot calmer in your trades. You're going to be a lot more consistent with your targets getting hit without you sabotaging it. And from there, you're just going to compound equity, right? And that's going to be the true power move, not rushing into scaling up. So definitely think about that, guys. All right, pretty good delivery here. We're up about 35 points, which is not something to bat an eye at in today's market. And 30 more points if we pump again, I'll go break even. Definitely think it's too soon. Like, win, lose, I don't care what the outcome is. It's definitely would be too soon to go break even, like right here, in this scenario. All right, nice pump there, guys. I mean, yeah, really fast market. I literally entered the market and I was instantly 40 points in profit, basically. So yeah, really close to that break-even point. We did just tag these internal highs here. I don't think that's a problem though, because not all highs are particularly created equal, okay? These ones are much more high quality. But yeah, pretty nice rally there. Okay, ES is absolutely pumping. This is awesome. Awesome price action. ES just pumped above London high. All right, we almost pumped above that initial Asia high. Okay, we're just getting really, really good feedback so far out of this trade. So yeah, I guess it would definitely make sense to have a smaller retrace here. We did just pump above London high, these equal highs here. Definitely do not think we're done. So yeah, I'll just hold. It is rejecting off that London high, but you know, you can't get scared. ES pumped above London high as well. We still have Sunday high resting up there. Let's check out Dow. All right, Dow still on its way. So none of the highs pumped above Asia high, so I wouldn't be worried about a potential SMT because again, we still have work to be had above Sunday high on all three averages, not just one of them. So yeah, just cool, calm, collected, guys. Just chilling here. Again, stop loss was raised up 10 points from the original stop just to 145. It's just going to stay there until we hit the break-even point, which in this case, we did get pretty close to that. Missed it by about 12 or so points. So just cool, calm, collected, no micromanaging, deep breaths, let the market do its thing. Everything else in between is noise. Win, lose, draw, whatever. Let it do its thing, all right? All right, looks like it's delivering that volume imbalance. To me, that's a normal retrace. But again, I don't really care what it does, guys. I'm just going to let it do its thing. That's literally it. Just let it do its thing. Be patient. Like, oh, it could do this, or oh, it could do... Like, guys, I don't care. I do not care. Okay, I'm going to get my outcome here. Right? One and done. Move on to the next day. Okay? So, yeah, I do not care about the outcome of this, man. I mean, if you're sweating your balls off and you're going crazy and ballistic, oh, what if it does this, and you're feeling anxious... I mean, like those are normal if you're just literally starting out first trading and you're new. But overall, if that's you, I mean, you probably just put too much risk on a B tier setup. So, ES took Asia high, possible SMT again. Yeah, like I said, guys, I already put the risk on. I already took my trade. I told you when I'd go break even. We didn't get that yet, so there's nothing for me to do. Okay. And you guys know I don't manually close. I mean, guys, even in A+ setups, there's going to be so many scenarios where you can be like, oh, there's an SMT here, right? And that'll like scare you out. You'll close the trade. Guys, there's SMTs everywhere always, okay? Not all of them are created equally, though. Now, can I get stopped out off of SMT here? Absolutely, right? Sure. Oh, it's a retrace. Oh, it's this. Man, this looks scary. You're right. Again, I don't care, guys. I already put the risk on. I already made the decision real time. There's no time machine. There's no going back. What's done is done. I'm going to let this thing ride, and if it does hit my stop loss or if it does hit my take profit, that'll be that. I'm done for the day. Okay? There's no chasing. I don't need to immediately get it back. I don't care. Okay? Simple, simple. I mean, on the 15-minute chart, again, I mean, anything can happen here, guys. I mean, it definitely looks bullish, but it's rejecting off that London high, so we'll see. And again, real time, I said I'd go break even if we pump this high. It just so happened we missed it by like, what was it? We missed break even point by literal 10 points. So I still think we're eventually going to tag that Asia high though, guys. Don't get me wrong. I mean, even if we do get a crazy retrace here, I still think we pump to, yeah, I still think we pump to that Asia high eventually. All right, so we're tracing into these gaps here. Again, my stop loss is right down here. Market makers, do you hear me? Yeah, stop loss still covering these three gaps, guys. I'm not going to micromanage. I'm not going to manually close. I'm not going to do anything, okay? If it dumps to my stop loss, then guess what? that's what I get for taking a B tier setup. But again, I respected the risk real time. So I'm happy either way. Okay. We did just naturally retrace into this 5-minute gap. So I'd like to see if we can find support out of that and potentially keep up higher. And remember, guys, I took this trade for a reason, right? Why? Because I wanted to target this external range high, the Sunday high. Okay. That's where I'm going to take my profits. Again, though, the decision real time was already made. There's no time machine. There's no shoulda, coulda, wouldas. I made the decision. I'm sticking to it. And I'm not going to micromanage. Okay? If it's a loss, take that shit to the chin like a real man. Go 0 for 1 on the day. Come back tomorrow. Anyways, good feedback off that mid gap there. The second gap that was created. Pretty good feedback there. Makes me happy that it didn't go break even too early. Again, anything can happen still. I'm just going to let this ride out. There's no micromanaging. Okay? Does everyone understand crystal clear? All right, yeah, pretty good response here off that 5-minute gap. That's why I was weathering my stop below there, because I knew, like, in a normal bull, like, I think logically, guys, past the 1-minute chart. If I'm looking at the 5-minute chart, I'm like, okay, we're in a bullish market. Obviously, I'd prefer it to just pump if I enter, right, of course. But logically, if we retrace like this and we came the whole way down into these down candles in this gap, is that like a bearish signal or indication, or is that something I should worry about? And my answer is no. Right? So if I'm saying no, I don't like, or excuse me, if I'm saying yes, and I think that this would be a natural retrace in a bullish market to these levels and logical, then I'm going to weather my stop loss below that. Does that make sense? So now that we got this retrace, I mean, it really shouldn't come back down here again. So where does my stop loss go, guys? Again, I told you my entry. It was right here. Right here. Original stop loss was here, but now we got that retrace on the 5-minute, delivered those levels. I'm going to cut my stop in half. Okay? Simple. So notice how my stop loss management, guys, is based on pure logic. It's not just some randomness or like I'm scared to risk a certain amount. Okay? It's all logical thinking. So it's still weathering this gap that it retraced to and that low. So yeah, basically just weathering this 5-minute gap still, plus the low that we put in. So essentially, stop loss, yeah, is 22 points. Originally, the stop loss was 50 points, and now it is 22 points. So now we're able to cut our stop loss in half, guys. So this is real risk management, okay? Majority of the nonsense you see that's disguised as risk management, it's just simply all emotional based type of management of the trade, quote unquote. So yeah, pretty good delivery though. Again, I'm not going to do anything, move anything, nothing. My stop loss is cut in half now. But it's just going to remain there, okay? Unless we get the break-even point. If we pump above this high with great speed, then I'll go break even, okay? Very simple. But for now, it's still weathering that 5-minute gap, like I said. So stop loss cut in half because it makes logical sense. Now we just let this thing ride, guys, okay? This is how you truly attack and put your foot in the water on a B+ type of setup, guys. Low risk, calm, cool, collected, and you manage it just like you would an A+ trade in terms of stop placement and stuff like that. So, all right, break-even point was just obliterated, guys. Holy. All right, yeah, I'm break-even. Life is good, man. Now, I mean, if your entry is a little bit higher, I wouldn't go break-even too quick. I'd still let it weather this gap right here at least. But I just so happen to get a good entry this time. So, yeah, I'm break-even, guys. I am break-even. W trade, though. Iski, hopefully I'm saying that right. Good job, man. Vic, got your 300 USD. Let's go. Nice. Awesome. Good work, guys. Yeah, we hit the, I don't know what to say. We hit the break-even point. Now we're just going to see if we can get the full high, guys. So pretty straightforward and simple. Yeah, I'm not pressed about a couple points. I'll take off one micro here, guys. And again, I'm going to let the other one ride. Okay. So there we go. There's a 60-point partial there. Stop is at break-even where I showed you guys. And then we'll see if we can get the full thing at the Asia high. Hey guys, really good pump here again. That's why I told you guys to at least hold something to these highs. That way you'll be satisfied and not feel FOMO when it does pump to these highs. And yeah, we should get our target 2 smashed here, guys, for sure. And again, notice how it's going on to all my targets and my thought process. And oh, I should have. used this leverage, or I should have risked more. No, hell no. 2 micros was enough. It's a B tier setup on a Monday. I'm good. Okay, I'm content with enough. And this thing is absolutely pumping. Let's go. Let's go. Yep, I'm all out there. 130-point banger to start the week, guys. Not bad at all. All right, so just so I'm not an RR Tour warrior, in case you guys don't see the recap later on, here's my executions. Obviously AMP live account.